What's up, everybody? It's the JAY man, back on the beer review. And today, I'm dreading this beer review. I really am. I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it like crazy because I'm about to taste some of this high gravity Steel Reserve 211 lager. I was going to say something else, but I guess I'll say lager. You know, the thing about this beer, I've had it before, a long time ago. And this used to be like one of those beers where it's still made in like a 40 ounce, but they used to make them like in the classic 40 ounce bottles, where now they come in these plastic bottles, and I don't even know if they're still 40 ounces or if they dropped them to 32 ounces. I don't really know. I bought this can because it was $1.50, 24 ounce can, $1.50 at Walmart, probably the cheapest you can get it. I've had it before out of the 40 ounce bottle, and it was god awful. But this was like well over 10 years ago. You know, over 15 years ago probably. But I don't know. I thought that I would just get it for $1.50, even if I drink a drink out of it and throw the rest of it away. Hey man, I ain't out much money. But anyway, here's the dealio. Let's go ahead and pour it up. Then we'll get into a little bit of the history about it. What do you say? Okay. Oh man. Oh, check out this beer glass I got. It says I only do beer runs with some shoes. And that's good shit right there. Okay. I'm gonna pour it. The rest of it straight up there. Kind of see what we're getting to here. Alright, we're getting a lot of head there. Getting a lot of that head going on there. Big creamy white foamy head. Okay, while that's settling, a little bit about it. I wrote some things down because I can't always remember. Steel Reserve 211 High Gravity. It is an American lager. I've watched several beer reviews on it because here's the thing. I never do a beer review before I do my homework, before I do my research, before I check into it. What do other people say about it? Do they like it? Do they hate it? I don't know. I'm just checking into it. But you got to do your homework. You can't just open up a damn beer and give your opinion. You got to at least do some history. Do a little research. Check it out. It's an American lager. That's what it's called. But a lot of people are arguing, is it an ale? Because of the fact that the ABV is over 8%, which is 8.1 ABV. Now I've heard some people say that's in Texas. I'm in Texas. I've heard some people say in other states it's only like in the 6s of ABVs. So I don't know. You know, it's some state, whatever, regulation. I don't really know. But some people argue, is it an ale? Because of the fact that the ABV is so high. I don't know. But anyway, it's made by the Steel Brewing Company, which is actually owned by Miller. You know, and Miller comes out with some pretty good stuff, so that's kind of, I don't know. That's odd. But anyway, introduced in 1994. Now I heard some people say that it wasn't introduced till 98. I got this off of like the, you know, comparing my notes with like Wikipedia and Beer Advocate and the Miller site and some other sites. But like I always say, it's the internet. Who knows? You know, you can't believe the internet. But anyway, here's some great. Let me go ahead and put a little bit more in there. Of course, I don't know if I should do that because I don't even know if I want that. Anyway, now the World Beer Cup of 2012, it actually won a gold medal. And get this, in the category of American style premium lager or specialty lager. Wow. I don't know how they pulled that one off. I don't know. Don't know how the hell they pulled that off in 2012. They must have been a good batch that year. But anyway, Beer Advocate score gives it 2.4 out of 5, which they consider that poor. I'll tell you what, that's almost halfway there, because I can already tell you I don't think I'm going to give it near that. But anyway, that's kind of the history on it. That's kind of the situation. A little bit about the color. From what I'm seeing, you know, it's not like real straw or yellow like a light beer would be, or it's pretty golden. It's got that kind of darker, kind of golden yellow going there. But I'll tell you what, right off the bat, it's got a strong smell. Right off the bat, it's strong. Man, you could smell the corn. You can smell the corn, and you can definitely smell malt, like just. But it even says on the can, extra malted barley and select hops for extra gravity. Extra gravity, yeah. I bet you drink enough of these, and it's definitely going to pull you down, right? That's what I'm thinking. It's not false advertising, I can tell you that. But I don't know. It's got a neat looking silver can there. Kind of stylish, I suppose. Let's dig in, let's get a drink. Oh. Oh, man. Wow. I got a few thoughts rattling around. The first thought I got rattling around is that it doesn't seem, or from what I can recollect, it doesn't seem to have as bad of a flavor as it did that I remember. I just remember it just tasting like just god awful. Like, I don't know. I used to think like even if you were an alcoholic, you'd still, like, if you were an alcoholic, you'd still turn this shit down. But it's not as bad. Maybe it's not as bad in the can. It's not. I'm not going to say, oh man, this stuff tastes great, because it don't. It's got a little bit of a wang to it. It is not smooth whatsoever. It is not smooth at all. I don't know, I'm getting a little bit of an aftertaste that just your typical kind of malt liquor, strong, heavy malt liquor, high ABV, ice beer, worse than ice beer aftertaste type situation there. I tell you, and you can taste you can always tell when they're putting too much alcohol inside of a beer, because the more they put, the less it takes away from the flavor. And it starts making it taste horrible. I don't know why they would make it so high in ABV. I don't know. I'm sure the bums love it though. They love it. I can't really get around it. I'm not really digging it at all. It's not as horrible as it used to be. It's not as horrible as it used to be. I don't know. I've actually got to chase it with a Keystone. Now that's refreshing. That's smooth. A lot of people disagree with me on that, though. I don't know. Overall, I don't like it. I'm not digging it. But here's the thing, I'm not going to kill it completely. Since it seems to taste like the flavor's possibly improved, or maybe my taste buds have changed over the last decade and a half, I will set it. I'm going to give it 1 star out of 5, just because it's not as god-awful as it used to be. And here's the thing. That may seem like you're not saying nothing, but at least it's a little something. So that's the J.A. Wyman review there on the Steel Reserve 211 High Gravity. 1 out of 5 stars. Well, I'm going to try to go give this away to any bums or peddlers that may be passing through. But anyway, peace out.